Open up a new page in Photoshop. Doesn't matter what size it is, and I'm going to place my picture in. So I'm going to go File and Place, and I'm going to find the picture that I saved from the internet, which is just an image that I want to go on my cereal box. I'm going to place that in there. Now on Photoshop it's going to ask me whether I'm sure I want to place it, and I'm going to press this tick in the top right hand corner to commit to my transform. Okay, and then my picture will appear. So I'm going to zoom in by pressing Command and plus so I can see my image quite clearly. And then I'm going to use the quick selection tool. So on the left hand toolbar, if you hold your cursor over the tool, it will tell you that it's the quick selection tool. And I need to make sure that I have selected quick selection and not the magic wand tool. Now using my trackpad, okay, I'm going to click and hold down on my trackpad, and then I'm going to use my fingers to move over the image and to select the area that I want, which will be basically the outline of Tony the Tiger in this case. And I'm going to go all the way around the outside, and it wants to pick up everything apart from the white background. Now I need to make sure that I take out all these bits in the middle, his eyes, his mouth, so I've basically got the outline of Tony the Tiger. Now if I accidentally take this bit of the background, which I decide I don't want, I can hold the Alt key down and do the same thing with my trackpad to get rid of anything on the outside that I don't want. So in here I can get rid of a little area, and around here at the bottom I can just get rid of this little area here. Okay. Now, great. So there's the outline of the image that I want to go on my cereal box. So I'm trying to get rid of the white background. So I'm going to press at the top, on the top toolbar, Refine Edge. Okay. And what I want to do really, I'll use a smooth tool a little bit, and I'm going to use the feather tool, which will just smooth out your lines around the outside. And then what I need to do on the output 2 down here at the bottom, I want to go new layer. I want to save this to a new layer. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to press OK. Okay. Now nothing changes on your screen, but if you look on the right hand side here where your layers are, you'll have a copy of your image. So what I want to do is I go to the original image and I just press delete on my keypad and go to the background and press delete. And that's what's going to appear on my cereal box. Now you need to be really careful when you're saving it. So if we go to File and Save As. Now if I save it as a JPEG, then it's going to put my white image, my white background back on the image. So I don't want that. So I need to save it as a PNG file. Okay, so we go down here and we select PNG, and I'm just going to call it Tony the Tiger. Okay, I'm just going to save that onto my desktop and press save. Press OK, and that's done. So now when I go to my Adobe Illustrator, I'm going to open up my cereal box. So just open the net or the development of your cereal box, which you've downloaded from Haiku, and I'm going to put a background color in just to show you what to do. I'm going to zoom out so I can see the whole thing. There we go. Now there's 2 net developments on your page, but you're only going to use 1. So I'm going to fill in the color, the background color. So I'm going to use the rectangle tool, and if this is the front of my cereal box, I'm going to draw a rectangle, and I'm going to use my fill color, which is over here. And at the moment I don't have any colors in here, so I can use my color guide over here and my swatches. So I might make that blue. Okay. Now you can use the gradient tool down here, and you can drag some of your colors from the top to your gradient tool, and you can move the paint cans around to change the gradient over here. So I'm going to change that back to blue, and I really want to have a blue gradient on it. Now I want to get rid of the black because that's a bit harsh, so I'm just going to hold on the black paint can down here and drag it to the bottom of the screen, and it'll just disappear. So I'm going to move my blue over here, and in fact what I might do is drag another blue one down and put my white in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to have that. Now there are two little diamonds at the top which you can move around, which will also change the colour and the effects of your gradient. Okay, so I'm going to leave that one like that. So what I want to do now is put Tony the Tiger back in. So I'm going to go File and Place, and I'm going to find my image that I saved from Photoshop, and I put that on my desktop, and there he is, look, and it's PNG, so we need to make sure we're putting in the PNG file. So if I place Tony the Tiger in there, I can drag him onto the front of my cereal box, and as you can see the white background has disappeared. So I can hold Shift down and make him bigger and move him to where I want him to be. Okay, and there's the front of my cereal box.